guys, welcome back to another video. We're here with Sterling. He is going to be giving us deck profile on his Salamangreat deck. He's been using this, honestly, ever since I met him. And he was really excited for Mirage coming back. And
Salad best deck, baby.
Yes, I'll pass it off to him.
All right, so this is a 41 card list. Pretty standard stuff with a little bit of spice. So we start off with Salamangreat cards. You play 3 Spinny. He will pick you up from work. He will do your laundry for you. He is everything. Playing anything less than 3 is sacrilegious. You also play 2 Falco. Is a starter in a pinch. I even got a Miragestelio off of revealing a Salamangreat Spinny today. So if you have nothing else, it could be a starter and also a really good extender for getting rid of problem floodgates and whatnot. 2 copies of Jack Jaguar. You basically only play 2 in case one gets DD crowed or banished with Desires. Really good card, good extender. You play 1 copy of Salamangreat Falco. It's good so you can go into your rank 4s because I do not play Exceed in this build. And you play your 1 copy of Salamangreat Gazelle. Don't need to explain how good that card is.
But it's at 3, I think.
If only. If only. And then you play your 1 copy of Salamangreat Falco. Good for resetting your traps or a circle from your grave if you need. But is also good if you don't have anything to bounce back. You can also bounce back your Gazelle or a Foxy so you can still make a rank 4. Alright, and then we have 2 copies of Lady Debug and 2 copies of Flame Buffalo. I think both of these cards still have a lot of merit. Lady Debug is a 1-card access code talker as long as you don't get interrupted. And Flame Buffalo is really good being a level 3 fire that's recurable, and also since you rely a lot less on Debug and Signet Mining to get your Gazelle, since we have Miragestelio back, using this, you can oftentimes end your turn if you go first with 5 cards in hand. So, really good, but I like them both, so 2 of each. And another extender, I play 2 copies of Crusadia Reclusia. I like Crusadia Reclusia over, like, what's that? Seahorse card.
Oh, the
Sea Archiver.
Yeah.
Sea Archiver's good, and so is Backup Secretary. But what I like about Reclusia is it's more than just an extender, since when it summons itself, it can also immediately tribute itself to pop one of your opponent's cards. So if you draw it later game or when you don't need an extender, it can do other things, and it is a fire, so you can activate it after using Stalio. Alright, and then for hand traps, we run 3 Ash, 3 Bell, and 3 Infinite Impermanence, all just very generically good hand traps, good against basically any deck. Not much explanation needed there. And then for Salamangreat spells, we run 2 Will of the Salamangreat, your Salamangreat Sanctuary, and your Salamangreat Circle. I wish I could run 3 of this, but there's just not space for it, and it is kind of bricky at 3, because seeing 2 of them in your hand really sucks since you can protect it with Bailings. It does not leave the field very often. Good way to get out of bad hands and also extend your place. And you obviously only play the 1 Sanctuary, because if your opponent gets rid of it, it's honestly not that big of a deal. And then other spell cards, we play triple Mining, triple Desires. I've been liking Desires more and more, especially now that Stalio's back, because you're not really likely to banish the Gazelle, because you probably have it out of the deck already, and if you couldn't get it out of the deck, you probably need those 2 cards to do anything in the first place. And then traps, we play 2 Rage and 1 Roar, and then 2 Solemn Strike and 1 copy of Imperial Order. I only play 1 Roar so that I can play the Imperial Order. I really don't think you need 2 of both, because playing 3, you're going to see one of them in your opening hand, and then you can send the other one. And then 2 Strike, I wish I could play 3, but I wanted to keep it at 41. And Imperial Order, there's not many decks that's not going to hit, and you can always just side it out if it's not doing work for you. Alright, and then going on to the extra deck, we have typical salad stuff, 3 Bailings, 3 Sunlight Wolf, 2 Heatlio. Heatlio is nice, it does have 100 more attack than Winda, so if they can't protect it or boost its attack, you can get rid of that on your 1 special summon, and obviously this is pretty standard, you want 3 of those. Protect your cards, get your cards back. And we also, of course, play the Access Code Talker package. Splash Mage can help you get into Access Code Talker if you only have 2 monsters on the field, because you can still climb up into Transcode, and you only get 1 attack, but deals a lot of damage and clear your opponent's board, so even if you only attack once, it's still worth going into. I really think Access Code Talker is crucial for this deck. You can still OTK using just these two, but the non-target, non-responding pops really help Salamangreat just clutch out games if your opponent can't deal with it. And then for XCs, we have Baguska, Dweller, and the boy Miragestelio. Baguska is a good blind going first rank 4 card, because it's kind of hard for a lot of decks to play around it and they have to deal with it before making a lot of their plays. Abyss Dweller's nice if you know your opponent activates a lot in the graveyard. Not really a good card to go in blind unless you know what your opponent is playing. And obviously Miragestelio really just makes this deck so much more consistent.
Even though they're like 50 cents.
Alright, and then for side deck, I'm still unsure on some of these picks, so I just kind of went for generically good stuff here. We have triple Droll, triple Nibiru, triple Dark Ruler No More, 2 copies of Cosmic Cyclone, 1 copy of Harpy's Feather Duster, and a little bit of spice is triple Gozen Match. Gozen Match is really nice because while it's also a floodgate, it can break boards. You can either floodgate your opponent when they're going mid-combo and they play something that's an attribute that doesn't match the rest of their deck, or if they already have an established board of a bunch of different attributes, then they have to choose which one they want to stay on the field. And a lot of people cannot deal with it, and you have ways to protect it with like your strike, your roar. So it's hard for your opponent to get rid of and can be so impactful. I don't think I'd ever cut it. So that is the deck profile. I think there's still some tweaking that Salamangreat could get over the coming months depending on how the format goes, because that's what Salamangreat's always been good at, is adapting to the format as it goes on. But I think this list is pretty solid, at least for now, and deals with a lot of threats pretty easily. So yeah, that'll do it.
Cool. Thank you, Sterling, for the deck profile. If you guys have any comments on his list, leave it down in the comment section below, and I guess we'll see. Get Circle to 2, and then maybe Gazelle to 2. I don't know. They brought Engage back.
If Engage could be at 1, give me Gazelle at 3.
Leave a like, comment, definitely subscribe. If you see us in this video, have a nice day.